Hey peeps, so this is going to be a more or less long vlog, so I'll just say the stuff in shorthand first and then explain details afterwards. So, there was no show yesterday. In order to get details, which I will explain later in this video, you can watch the previous video. There's no show today for weekly recap, and I'll explain that in a minute. But other than those two bumps in the road, more or less I got everything done I wanted to on YouTube. Did not get stuff done that I wanted to in real life because I still have those Legos. I have not touched those Legos in a week. I gotta get on that. So anyway, that's the shorthand version. Longhand version is on Friday. Needed to drive Dad up to the hospital for his colonoscopy. Now I did not know what time, what day, all that stuff until about Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna say Wednesday because it sounds more proper for me, because the problem with me is that I'm absent-minded almost to the point of cripplingness, and also I don't like, it's not that I don't care, it's that, you know, I just kind of like, you know, things go in one ear and out the other, and there's just like I'm constantly thinking, constantly like, you know, like thinking about, you know, what I need to do, what I want to do, you know, all this, all that, and there's just not much more room for my attention to pick up on small details like, you know, when and where, you know, things like my dad's colonoscopy would be. I know it's coming. I know it's you know, this week. Yeah, I just don't know the exact, you know, exact time, you know, to the letter until just a few days prior. And you know, I think that's just how I operate. But I need to work on that. But anyway, yes, I could have done a show on Friday. I could have prepared and all that stuff, but I did not know how long it was going to be. You know, you know, Dad was telling me it was going to be about between 2 to 3 hours. And you know, hindsight is 20/20. And looking back, I could have gotten everything ready because needed to be at the hospital at 9. So we were there at 9. And then I went around and Pokemon and had a little adventure on my own and everything. And then we got back at noon. So I could have, you know, looked for pictures, recorded, and all that stuff. But you know, I was tired, and I just didn't feel like it. So you know, more or less that's the reason why. Now today there's no show because I had an appointment for the dentist today at 8:30 in the morning. For reasons longer than I even want to explain in this video, because it's already like, you know, it's already it's almost 3 minutes long now actually. But I wanted to get an early appointment so that way I'm not going to be sitting in the chair for long, because last time, which this is actually a reschedule of a reschedule, this appointment, but I'll get to that in a minute. The one before this was scheduled at 5, and then and they had me sitting in a chair for well over an hour before they even got to me, and it was getting late. Then the doctor actually just said, hey, let's just reschedule because it's already 6 o'clock at night, you know. So we did. So then I rescheduled for early in the morning. The first thing that they can do was Saturday at 8:30. And so I did that, and hoping that that they'd be able to get me in the chair, get everything prepped and ready, and get going. Because prepped and ready. Now I need nitrous oxide with anything, you know, with anything dental beyond basic cleaning. Like, you know, if they're filling a cavity or something like that, I need to be gassed because I have a hypersensitive mouth, hypersensitive nerves, and everything, and they can give me all the numbing agent in the building. It will not do as effective a job on me as the most of the average people, and that's just because I'm weird. So I need to be gassed. I need to be sedated in order to do the other half of the job, just so I can get through it. With things like my root canal that needs to happen, they just need to you know, bring in a anesthesiologist and just, you know, put me to sleep, you know, so that way, you know, I don't freak out and all that stuff. But anyway, I got there. One of the first things I said was, "Hey, I need nitrous. You know, let's get this going." You know, obviously not that rude, you know, but like, you know, I need nitrous and all that stuff. So you'd think that it'd be like, oh, well, this person needs nitrous. Let's start making the nitrous. You know, so let's pop them in, pop them out. So they sat me down at 8:20, which was 10 minutes prior to the actual appointment. So I'm like, okay, well, this is cool. 40 minutes later, they came in, oh, hey, we're about ready to make the nitrous. No, you're about ready to reschedule me, because I'm not going to be sitting in the chair for another hour. So they rescheduled me, and I came home and really, actually, honestly, really pissed. I had already deleted the partial script I had written, was not in the mood to writing, recording and all this stuff and make a show today. I was just not in the mood. So, on top of that, it's because, I need to get into the act of, when I find the article, I have to write it. Or at least in the very next day, write it as part of my daily activities. I just did not have the time and, was not able to do that. So time, unfortunately, is slowly creeping back up, but I have got to fit in Weekly Recap because that is a show dear to my heart that I've been wanting to do. And finally, 2 weeks consecutively, I got to get this going. Now, as for tomorrow, not sure if there's going to be a Poke Parlay, but we shall see. I'm a co-host, co-organizer of a meetup group for Pokemon Go. Link to that will be in the underbar down there. So, anyway, I have an event coming up this evening at 7 o'clock. Need to be at Bill Barber Park out in Irvine. And gonna go around Pokemoning and stuff. Gonna try to get a couple interviews into there. We shall see. Now, as for future plans, I have something big, a special plan. It involves a video game, and that's all I'm going to say. But this is potentially going to be a very, very long web series, because I am crap with strategy games. I love playing them, but when it gets down to, bare knuckle, let's get in the dirt, nitty gritty, I'm crap. So I'm actually in the process of playing it right now, just to get my bearings, just to know what I'm doing. But sometime within this week, I'm going to start recording myself playing it and everything, and that web series by itself will take a long time because there's 20 campaign missions and all that stuff. But anyway, that's all I really have to say. It's been a very long vlog. So yeah, this is the only video for today. Unfortunately, believe me, I'm just as disappointed, if not more so, than you are about not having a weekly recap show out today. But that's because this week had 2 scheduled events, and it just caused too many bumps in the road. So I need to learn how to work around that, so that way I can do all that and get the videos out that I want to get out and that you want to see. So that's all I really have for today. I'll explain plans for next week tomorrow, because this is the closing of the week vlog. Tomorrow is the opening of the week vlog, because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's called the weekends. Think about the weekends. Think about Saturday and Sunday being end caps to aisles in grocery stores. You have one on one side, then you have one on other. They're the weekends. They comprise the week. They keep it in a box. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. So until tomorrow, you'll see me later. Toodles!